Hello everyone! Even if you don't know what Inkblot Cartoons are, you know what Inkblot Cartoons are. Black and white bodies, noodly limbs, simple features, all those things that characterize classic cartoons from back when dinosaurs still roamed the earth. Let's have a go at reimagining them with Spec-Evo. Please like, hype and subscribe if you want to keep our channel animated. And now, without further ado, let's get started. Over the course of history, we've met animals that, given their fascinating biology, behavior, or them being at the right place at the right time, have become famous as part of our media. And today's research subject, Laxa Lemur albifasciens, had one of the most enduring legacies among many of these animals. The Inkblot lemur, as it is colloquially known due to its pitch black fur, is a species hailing from Madagascar, same as all known lemur species. They are mostly characterized, aside from their coloration, by their loose joints, which allow them to move at ease among the trees, as well as letting them sneak into small places as they look for food and shelter, all the while giving them an eerie range of movement that makes them look as if their limbs were made of rubber. The Inkblot lemurs are nocturnal, and have lost their color vision as a result of this lifestyle. They do remain, however, very visually oriented, and as such their dark fur is contrasted with a stark white coloration on their paws and face. The visual contrast helping the lemurs better detect and communicate with one another, an adaptation seen in other animals we've met. Given their intelligence and social behavior, it's no surprise these lemurs are rather easy to train, and once European sailors made their way to Madagascar, they immediately found themselves interested in these animals, capturing and training them to amuse the sailors during their travels, and eventually taking them to land, where selective breeding would give place to many different forms of these animals, including breeds that resemble rabbits, felines, canines, and even some humanoid morphs, like...
Whoa! Is that blackface, dude?
Anyway, while these animals became known across the world as part of fairs and circuses, awareness of them only became extended after the advent of film, with filmmaker Otto Mesmer being credited with originally filming one of these lemurs, a feliform breed, playing around a farm. Soon after this, the popularity of short films starring these animals shot up, and demand to see shorts featuring them increased over time, with their contrasting monochromatic coloration showing up particularly well in black and white film, before Technicolor movies were popularized. This trend, of course, found itself soon at an end, with newer technology allowing movies to feature colorful images and performers that caused interest in the lemurs to dwindle. While many of these were placed in zoos or sold to eccentric collectors, many were released directly into the immediate wilderness, causing many to die to predators or to return to the urban environments they knew well, roving through the streets and attempting to do what they knew, dancing, performing, and doing tricks, in an attempt to obtain food from random passers-by. In modern times, these fascinating lemurs are rarely ever seen in media outside of documentaries, only being used as deliberate throwbacks to this long-gone era, handled by the few trainers that still remain. And that's it for our speculative biology look into Inkblot Cartoons, an episode commissioned by Alec Foisey, so huge thanks to him. This episode was based on ideas shared in our Discord server regarding many animal characters that could be adapted into the channel, and this coalesced into the concept of a single unifying animal for many of these characters, embodying a general trope that many of them fit. As for the design, I based it on one of the most famous throwbacks to this type of character, the Warner siblings, given the specific point of them not being any known animal species, something which worked for the basic, non-altered version of these animals, before we moved on to the more defined breeds that resembled other creatures. I hope you guys had fun, and as always, here's a thank you to everyone who wanted to see this episode, or to people who suggested something adjacent to it, feeling the same basic concept. And also thank you to our researchers and research associates who support us through Patreon and YouTube memberships, and again, to Alec for commissioning it. And did you know you too can take part in the making of our episodes, see all of them ahead of time, and why not even support the channel? All you have to do is join in as well. Or you can also like, subscribe, or write a comment telling me any type of creature you would like me to give the Speculate treatment in the show. Any of those really help the channel a ton. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you next time on the Speculative Wildlife Research Center.